Hi everyone, welcome back to Plum Mashable. So this video is going to be my very belated January Diary Lovers Kit printable video. So if you want to see what this month's is, what the gift is, and how I'm going to use it in my planner, then just keep watching. Okay, so this is the sheet that you print out. I will link the website down below so you guys can check it out, as I always do. But this is sort of what you get when you print it out. So what this is it's a goals postcard. So all I've done is cut it out. That's it. And obviously you could just use this just like this. You don't have to do anything more to it. If you want to just use it like this, stick it in an envelope in the front of your planner maybe, so you can go back and reflect at the end of the year on which goals you did achieve and perhaps which ones you didn't achieve and why. So that's what this is really good for. Obviously, I'm always going to give mine a bit of a zhuzh, so that's how I'm going. What I'm going to do now. So I'm going to use the inspiration notepad from last year. You might also know this is this month's Planner Lovers gift. So if you take your planner in and you purchase anything in store, you get this one for free. Just to mention it now while I can, the Diary Lovers gift for the month is this pen or any other of the everyday gel pens that Kikki.k sell. It is just a gift, it's not a gift with purchase, so just take your diary or your planner in and you're able to pick up a pen of your choice. You can pick up any one you like. I'm trying to remember if that's a gel. No, yeah, I think it is. So you can pick up one like that if you like. I've got like 6 others in there as well. I just like the pugs, I think they're cute. So I'm going to grab out, if I can find the piece I want, there it is. I'm going to grab this piece of paper out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount this on this piece of paper. I've just realised there's a line there that I don't like. I'm very picky when it comes to the black line. It either all has to be there or it all has to be gone. So I'm going to mount this on here first. And that way I can get a colour that I like, and then what I'm going to do is put something else on the other side. So I'm going to attempt for the first time ever to not put a piece of white cardboard in between, because usually I mount it on cardboard first. I'm going to try without it and see what I think. That way at least I've got reference. So all you need to do is glue the heck down on this first one. Just run the glue all the way around. And then just have to be careful. You need to make sure you know which way you want this to flip. So you guys know I use flippers all the time. AFL Women starts next week, so I'm going to put some of those details on the other side of this, and it's going to do it in a slightly different way than normal. So I want that to be on the side that's facing me, whereas I want this to be on the back. So I need to make sure that my flipper goes the right way. So for that to happen, it needs to be over this side. So I'm just lining it up where I want it. Go. And then all we need to do is cut out around the edge. Now, damn it, I haven't put enough glue on that. Just putting a bit more there. There we go. So I'm just cutting the excess, not excess, cutting around, leaving sort of the same amount of gap. I'm just doing this on the bottom and the top. I'm not going to do it on the side because that's where we're going to put our tab. Go. Now we need to get our tab punch board. This is something that I had a bit of a love-hate relationship with last year, but I did end up coming to love it. So I'm just going to punch in here. And then we've got our tab shape. And that looks really cute and I'm really happy with it. What's going to happen is I'm then going to grab out of this notepad, I'm going to grab, and I did take it out before, there it is. I'm going to grab this piece because I'm going to decorate next week using this new Energise Your Life collection. And last year's inspiration collection has the same sort of colour hues, so it's easy to sort of intertwine with each other. So that's sort of why I'm looking forward to being able to do that. And what I'm going to do, this is going to be a bit odd and I've never tried this before, so I have no idea if it's going to work. What I'm going to do is put it so that I can put a list through like a little cut, so it cuts through. I don't know if that makes any sense, but hopefully when it's finished it will make sense. So I'm just going to measure out how big this is. Or do I stick it down first? No, I can't stick it down first because I can't. Don't you love when I talk to myself? I don't know where the line goes if I haven't cut it out first. So I'm just going to cut out the general shape. Thankfully, you've got hundreds of these pieces of paper, so if you mess it up, you've got plenty of others to use. See, this is why I do this thing, because I just messed it up. No, I'm just going with it because usually I try and avoid having the Kikki.k on the logo, but I can cover it up with a sticker, so it won't matter. So I'm just checking that that's about the right size. It is, because I can cut off any excess. So I just need to mark out where I want the line to go. So what I'm just doing, I need a paper. Sometimes that helps. So I'm just going to measure where the thing actually sits. Like I said, this could fail miserably. I'm just going to un-paper clip that, and I just need to get my cutting board. Like I said, I have absolutely no idea if this is going to work or not. We're just keeping our fingers crossed. What I am going to do is just double check that that's sort of roughly the same height. So that's 7.5. That's 7.5, so that's not so bad. Now it doesn't look straight, doesn't look right at the moment. Hopefully when I mount it up it will. Just grabbing my eraser. Just want to get rid of those little pencil dots that I made. Alright, so what you need to make sure that you do though is that you only put glue around the outside and not all down the middle, because then it won't work. So you need to put runner glue all around the outside. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of extra glue on the side where my tab is. Just making sure that's going the right way. I have no idea, I need to flip it over. Yes, it's that size, so put a little bit extra glue on that side, just so it's a bit thicker. And then this part's completely up to you. You can put a little bit of glue. I want mine to sit in so it goes into the bottom and sits out the top. So you could put a little bit of glue just on the top just to help that part stick down. That's completely up to you. You don't have to do that. But I just think it's going to help get it to sit. And then what you're going to do is you want to line it up with the corners you know are straight. So for me, I know that this corner is the straight corner because it's the one that came straight out of the pack. And then you just need to line it up and stick it down. Not like I just did. Thankfully this glue has a lot of give. What you just need to be careful of is when you pull them up that this doesn't tear. So you just need to be a little bit more careful than you would normally be. You can always trim off any of the excess if you do have too much. So it's not terribly bad if you mess it up, if you don't quite get it perfect, which mine isn't quite perfect. It's nearly there. So I'm just going to gently cut off that little bit of excess because only a teensy bit. And there's the other side. And all you need to do is put this back through your trimmer just to make sure that that lines up perfectly, because I don't want to have to cut this 3 times. I'm just just trimming up the excess off the edge. I'll run the scissors over that in a sec as well. Whew. This may actually work, I'm very excited. There we go. So just going to rub the scissors down that fluffy side. And then it's up to you whether or not you, oh damn, that's not right either. It's up to you whether or not you want to round the corners off. I'm not going to this time just because I feel like I round the corners every single time. and I don't want to do the same thing all the time. And that's sort of why I did something slightly different with the pocket at the back, because I know I do these all the time. You guys just see me basically mount it up and write something on the other side. So I wanted to try something a little bit different to see if I could actually get it to do something different. And then just to show you roughly how it works, obviously you'll see how it works properly in my Monday video. You can just stick a list in just like that. And that little slit there should be big enough to fit anything you like in. It can come in, can come out, you can put anything you like. And obviously you just punch your holes down on the side, and you'll see exactly how I use it in my video on Monday. So that is it. That is my Planner Lovers do up. I don't know if that's the right thing to call it, or the way I've kind of zhuzhed it up. I hope you guys did enjoy this one. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. I'd love to see how you use these in your planner. Maybe there's another way that I'm missing that I'd love to know how other people use them. If you use them, that's a big thing too. Do you actually go and do it, download them and use them in your planner every month? Or are they just kind of something you forget about? Let me know down below, or you can find me on any of my socials. Don't forget to be subscribed so you don't miss the video on Monday where I use this, or any of my others. Other than that, I hope you have an absolutely fantastic weekend, and I will see you again for decoration on Monday. See you later. Bye.